My guy's doing really well, guys. Shout out to him, man. Go drop a like on his stream as well. Really nice. He's doing really proud of this guy, man. Wait, hold on a second. I need to maybe change something about my layout. Really nice. Shout out to Nick, man. Shout out to Nick. Guys, we'll be starting in a little bit. Okay, bear with us. As soon as we've started, we will start analyzing the markets because we've got plenty of time. It's NFP today, so we've got plenty of time. Good afternoon, guys. You will see in a little bit. Make sure you drop a like on this stream. We'll be starting soon. NFP today, a lot of volatility is expected in the markets. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Just another 5-10 minutes. We will be going live. What's happening, guys? What's happening? What's happening? Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hope everyone is doing well. Big day ahead of us, NFP. Good afternoon, my brother.
Hello, bro. How are you?
Good. Okay, I think the stream was scheduled for 1 o'clock, so maybe it didn't send the notification. Did it send the notification when we went live on YouTube or no? I think it must
No,
have.
for me, no.
Okay.
Gonna send the link.
Yeah. Good afternoon, guys. How is everyone doing? What's happening, SJ? What's up? Freaky Friday today, guys. Freaky Friday. Should be fun day ahead of us. Let's look at the 30-minute time frame. They're creeping the price back up now. Kind of what we anticipated yesterday, for them to fill that imbalance in, right? What's happening, information? What's happening, Khalid? How are you guys? Good?
Okay. All sent. All links sent, brother. Yeah, Jay. Freaky Fridays. Freaky Fridays. Good afternoon, bro. Freaky Friday.
What's happening, my
Fridays.
people? What's happening, Freaky Fridays? Yeah, Fridays usually give you really good moves, don't they? Fridays are probably one of my favorite days. But on these days, you have to move very smart, right? Because either they can make you or they can break you. That's the thing with Fridays, right? But what's happening, Raja? What's happening, Jay? Good afternoon. Love Freaky Friday. So do we. What's happening, Selena? How are you? Hope everyone is doing well, guys. NFP coming up today. We've got NFP coming up. Should be a super fun day today. We'll just give it another 5 minutes or so for the rest of you guys to join. Allow some room for people to join, and then from there we'll take it. Do our analysis again. Should be a super fun day today. Should be a super fun day today. Freaky Friday. You know how it goes, guys. Everyone knows how it goes. Those Freaky Friday moves are amazing. Usually we get like the biggest moves either on Fridays, or I think Thursdays and Fridays I've noticed they give you the biggest moves on gold pretty much.
I'm gonna record a quick video too.
But yeah, how's everyone doing though, guys? How is everyone doing? Let us know who's watching us. Say hello in the chat. Good afternoon, good afternoon. How much has the intraday moved altogether so far? The daily has moved about 90 pips altogether. Looking at the 4H, seems like the 4H is really starting to give you that clean pump up now. And again, look at that, it's broke above the highs now. Once it breaks above the highs, most likely will start to break below the lows. They have to do some sort of dodginess in the markets with the NY Open. They always do. That's the thing with NY Open, right? They always do something dodgy with the NY Open. So what could that dodgy move be is what I'm thinking, right? With the NY Open. And you know, then you've got NFP just around the corner at 130, and with NFP, that's when we should start to again get our fundamental confirmations. Until then, you know, we have only the technical confirmation. So usually one thing I've noticed, right, is that it will give you a breakout to the top side, and then from there we'll start to give you a breakout to the downside, and then it will either come back up to retest the highs, or it will start to again just sell off. But that's the thing. Full margin day, yes sir. Full margin day. let's go Who's ready to become a millionaire today, guys? Today is the day. Either you become a millionaire or everyone here becomes homeless. Let's see. So $1 million bet today. What are we expecting with NFP? Positive numbers or negative numbers? Are you guys expecting gold to fly or dump? Most likely gold's going to start dropping from here now. I can anticipate a drop now, because again, that's just me using that dodginess that kicks in with NY Open as one of my confidences. Remember I told you guys it will break the highs, and now you'll see this kind of most likely break the lows over here. That's the thing. It always takes place now with your NY Open, right? Because they need to grab some sort of liquidity, right? So they do the dodgiest stuff. So this 1917 level, you see this, right? Most likely you will see some sort of a 5-minute candle breaking the, yeah, there you go. So this would be your dodgy move if you were trading these dodgy. I'm going to start back testing these dodgy moves as well with NY Open, right? Because they will give you that sort of clean breakout at the start, and then from there they'll start to give you a dodgy move. So imagine if we start like looking for something dodgy here with the NY Open. I'm going to start back testing these moves. Maybe, you know, once I see something dodginess has happened in the markets, then I know they will start to, you know, give you that sort of move in the opposite direction. After breaking the highs, they will start to sell the markets, or after breaking the lows, they will start to push the markets up, because they're trapping a lot of the retail traders here, right? So I might start to backtest this with the NY Open. But yeah, again, everyone knows the drill. We will be staying out of the markets before we have the numbers. You know, once we have the numbers, then obviously we will start to analyze the markets. We will align the fundamentals with the technicals. Until then, it's none of our business. But yeah, this is me just sort of like having fun with the markets at the moment, you know, taking advantage of the dodginess that takes place with NY Open. So looking at the 4H as well, you can see that this 4H actually is starting to, you know, retest this resistance level, and the way they sort of broke above the highs, technically turning this into a you know, breather candle. So think about it now, right? Either the previous candle turns into a breather candle or it turns into a resistance candle. So now if they've technically broken above the highs, what business do they have again rejecting the markets, right? So this is where, if you actually understand the ranges even on the previous candle, right, the 50% area is just over here now. So this is where you're getting this 5-minute candle breaking below the lows. The minute this breakout here becomes significant, maybe 5 pips or a couple more pips, right, I think they're going to start selling the markets, and then they are going to start breaking the lows of the 30-minute candle here. I can see that happening as well. So what I'll do is I'll start backtesting. Let's start backtesting the NY Open as well, because we can really start using this dodginess as one of our confluences. You know, the amount of times I've seen this dodginess happen, it's insane. I think it nearly happens every single day, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah,
They
for
do
sure.
something dodgy. Look, even if you kind of like look at all the 1 o'clock candles, right? I know there is that indicator which you can use to mark out all the 1 o'clock candles. But 1300 candles, look at this. This is the NY Open 1300 candle. Oh, where did it put it? Oh. This is your 1300 candle. Is it? Yeah. Was there any news at 1300 yesterday? 1 o'clock? I don't think there was 115 news at 115.
Yeah.
Why? Oh yeah, obviously. Fair enough. Yeah. And then you've got the, let's back test the 1300 candle. But then it was the bank holiday, wasn't it? On Tuesday was the bank holiday, not Wednesday. But you've got the 1300 candle here. Look at this, right? Now again, either it's a resistance candle or it's a breather candle. Look what they done, right? They broke the lows. Kind of like everyone started to think, oh, okay, this is actually a resistance candle now, you know, breaking below, we're gonna start selling off, and then bingo, take the price all the way back up. So two ways, basically, either you will have a support candle or a resistance candle, right? And what you need to do is, your job is to try and figure out if it's a valid support candle, if it's a valid resistance candle, or if it's a breather candle. So same thing we've got here, right? Either this candle here is a resistance candle now, or it's a breather candle. If it's a breather candle, then obviously they need to start breaking the price up and they need to start pumping the price, right? So this is where, when you actually look at this 4H resistance, now what they've done is they've technically collected some orders from up here, right? Cheapest price possible. And what they've done now is, even on the 5 minutes, if you actually look at it, they've technically given you again a support candle. So you technically need this candle here to basically respect the lows of the support candle, right? So imagine if this starts to sell off now, right, and you're anticipating some sort of dodginess with the NY Open anyway. I think that's where you can really start to see price now just starting to sink, right? Yeah, most definitely. And again, you need to understand the range as well. What's the range? So you're technically looking for a scalp position within this range, right? So you have about, you know, how many ever pips the previous candle is, that would be technically your range, right? So yeah, most definitely going to start back testing this here, the NY Open candle, which again, we don't trade because of the dodginess that takes place. You know, and it's very often that the dodginess takes place. Actually, it's not that it just happens once every now and then. It's actually very often. So you know, when we understand that they like to trap a lot of these retail traders, we can most definitely take advantage of it. For sure we can. You got the 1300 here, which is the 1 o'clock 1 p.m. UK time. Again, you've got your 1300 candle here. Let's just have a look at the 1300 candles. You've got your 1 o'clock candle here, then you've got your 1 o'clock candle over here. Okay, so now let's pay attention to these NY Opens, right? So again, look at the candle before the NY Open candle, right? It ended up closing as a super bearish candle. Like, you know, price has no business coming up to retest the highs or even go past the highs, right? So everyone has that bearish confirmation. Everyone's looking to potentially sell the markets. And then the minute you see the NY Open candle, it just does complete opposite of what the previous candle did. So it ended up opening and super bullish move, right? Does something complete opposite. Same thing happened here now. You've got a rejection candle. Look at that. You know, ended up closing as a breather candle, right? You know, we love these breather candles. You have the resistance candle, you have the breather candle, and then the NY Open breaks the lows of the breather candle, trapping everyone, making everyone think that, you know, it's actually a valid breakout to the downside. Everyone starts to sell the markets, and then Look at the move to the top side, right? And then the half one candle just follows through. Same thing here. Look at this. Look, another bearish candle, right? You see that massive bearish candle, and then NY open does something opposite. It happens so often, honestly. It happens so often. Over here, obviously, we had the news event, didn't we? No, wait, no, this was Wednesday. I think, yeah. Same thing here. Look, you got the 1300 candle here doing something complete opposite of the previous candle, and look, it breaks the highs and it also breaks the lows as well, so it creates some sort of indecision in the markets, right? And then that's why it's just best to avoid this. And look at that, look at that, look at that. Remember I told you guys it will most likely start to drop now. Look at this, see, it's dropping now. It's breaking the lows of the support candle and now it's dropping. You see this, right? You can really use this dodginess as one of your confluences, and I'm starting to see it. I'm really starting to see it now. Look at this. Imagine if I did start taking trades based off the dodginess of the NY open, right? I'm like, okay, cool, it's broken the highs, it's broken the lows. Now let me just no, let's say it's broken the highs. I'm like, okay, cool, most likely it will come down to break the lows, because it happens 80 to 90% of the times, because they've trapped everyone up here now, so most likely they will sell the markets. I'm like, cool, let me find a 5-minute entry. There you go, 5-minute entry. SL was above here, and now I'm aiming for the 1-to-1. It makes plenty of sense, doesn't it? Because technically it's got all of this range now to the downside. The minute it starts to give me a retest of this, I'll just make it risk free. Yeah, look at that. And most likely this is where I'll anticipate this candle here to drop at least down till this level. The minute it gives me a retest of this level, I'll make it risk free, and then from there just let the rest run. And then I've used the dodginess that traps majority of the people as one of my confluences to actually make money in the markets. That's insane, right? That's something we are most definitely going to start backtesting. At the moment, we can't execute on it because I haven't really backtested the dodginess that takes place with NY Open, but you know, it's something that we're starting to spot very often now. So I most definitely will start to capitalize on this. That's for sure. That's for sure. Anyway guys, got news coming in soon. We are still waiting for the numbers to drop. How's everyone doing though? Let me know in the chat. Whoever is watching us today, let us know in the chat. Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream as well. NFP today, it should be a big day. Very big day ahead of us, guys. Very, very big day ahead of us. NFP will be a killer, honestly. So again, you know, some sort of dodginess always does something opposite. You know, if you get a nice clean breather candle, most likely it will do something opposite, because a breather candle is an indication of it's a bullish signal, right? A breather candle, a candle closing as a rejection candle, you know, it's basically an indication of a bullish play. So if NY Open usually does opposite of what the previous candle gave you in terms of a signal, then most likely they have also broken above the highs now, then most likely they will sell the markets, right? So, you know, that's another thing. I want you guys to really pay attention to this, right? You know, we don't trade this NY Open plays because they are usually very dodgy, right? But again, if we can start to spot the dodginess, like, you know, it happens every single day, right? We can most definitely start taking advantage of it. And this could be like the confluence that we take. We're like, okay, cool. Has the dodginess taken place? Okay, it has taken place. Now, what business does it have actually rejecting at this point, right? After breaking above the highs, that's where you measure out the range. You're like, cool, fair enough. You know, this area here should not be violated if gold is to start pumping up, since it has broken above the highs. You go down to the lower time frames, you're like, okay, cool, we've established the resistance here now. You know, we are seeing a retest of this area as well. If the next candle actually starts to break the lows of this candle, most likely price will drop. And then that's where you start to understand the behavior of the markets. You're like, okay, cool, most likely it will give you a retest of the lows now. So again, remember, oh, look at this. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? You see this, right? Are you guys seeing this? I literally called it out. Look at this. Go all the way back. Look at this position I gave out earlier. So you guys see this, right? If we start back testing it, look at this. Look at this. At this point, oof. You guys see this, right? It's crazy, man. This dodginess that takes place with NY Open. If you can actually start to spot these dodgy behaviors of the markets, you can really take advantage of it. Look at this now, it's sinking, literally sinking. Look at this, guys, look at this. And you potentially took that position on the breakout. Oh, oof, crazy, man, crazy. We were just anticipating like a, you know, look at that, crazy, right? And you would have made a risk free. Remember, I told you guys, as soon as it sort of broke below the lows, look at this, it broke the highs and now it's breaking the lows again, literally playing out to the T. And this is what you call, I think we might actually start to backtest this every single day, and let's call this a dodgy NY open play. You know, I'm gonna start backtesting this over the weekend as well. I think we can most definitely take advantage of this this move here, because it happens every single day. What they do is they trap 80 to 90% of the retail traders. And if you did miss what we spoke about here, go back to the YouTube live stream and see what we just spoke about here. Look, it's taking place again now. You see this, right? Crazy, man, it's crazy.
Brother, one of my friends took that trade, bro. Now
drop some W's in the chat if you took that trade. I told you guys. Look, I've been noticing this in the market. It does that all the time, guys. It does that, literally does all the time. What they do is they will trap majority of the retail traders, making them, you know, think that they will start to buy the markets because the previous candle gave you a bullish signal, right? So again, remember I said, right, you have to pay attention to the previous candle, because it will always do something opposite. You know, even like go back to it once again, right? Look, you've got your NY open, it does something complete opposite. Look at this, right? You had a where is the NY open candle? Okay, this is your NY open, right? 1300 candle. Look, you had a clean bearish candle, and then the next one does something complete opposite, right? And again, pay attention to this here as well. You've got here, fair enough, you've got nice clean bearish candle, fair enough. But again, pay attention to the previous candle. It closed as a breather candle. You guys know that we actually sell the lows of these breather candles, right? It's when you have established a resistance, breather candle, break of the lows is one of our valid entries, right? Look at that, it does something complete opposite of the previous candle. And so that's why I've been noticing this for the longest now, and it made plenty of sense now why this would play out. But again, these moves are very short-lived, because they're not the actual moves, right? These are very short-lived, because what essentially they are doing is they're just grabbing liquidity within the first half an hour. Or if you are, let's say, a trader who hasn't been trading gold for years, then I don't really recommend even looking into this. But if you've been doing it for years now and you actually understand how they kind of trick you, then guys, this is a crazy opportunity, man. Look at this in front of your eyes, 5-minute entries, you know, 29 pips, easily. It was a minimum pullback, literally straight downtown play. Crazy, right? And again, we just use the dodginess as one of our confidences, right? So think about it. A lot of the retail traders will get taken out of the markets due to these dodgy behaviors of the markets, but we can always use that as confidence, right? Like, we can place our entries where their stop losses are. Do you know what I mean? Just place your entries where their stop losses are. It's insane. Anyway, we got news coming in the next 9 minutes. We should be able to take something in the next 9 minutes once we have the fundamentals as well. But yeah, very nice play, as dodgy as the CIA. Yes sir. But you guys saw it for yourself now. What's happening, my guy Raj in the building? What's happening, my brother? Looking good. But yeah, insane play in the markets. Guys, we've got light gold today for Freaky Friday. And again, $1 million bet, guys. We've got 8 more minutes left before the NFP news drops. So NFP being such a volatile news event, either price will spike up 100 pips or it will drop 100 pips. So if you had $1 million to bet on this today, what would you guys do? Would you guys buy the markets or would you guys sell the markets? Let us know in the chat below. If you had $1 million to bet on this move today with NFP, would you take a buy position or would you take a sell position? Okay, someone said sell.
Sell for me. Sell for me too.
Sell to 1900. Okay, so you guys are aiming for the psychological level 1900. Okay, fair enough. Sell for everyone. Everyone's selling today. We've got no buyers in the building. What would you do, DA? Oh, me, bro. I would just stay out of the markets and save my £1 million. I would save my £1 million and take a trade off the news. That's what I would do. But if you guys had £1 million to bet on it, what would you do? If 90% is sell, then I'm gonna change to buy. Hey, you're using my strategy, my brother. You're using my strategy. Everyone is selling, literally. Everyone is selling. We've got 2 buyers in the building. Rest are all sellers today. That's insane. How comes everyone is selling in the markets today? Like, what are your reasonings for these sell positions today? Okay, we've got some buyers as well. We've got some buyers in the building as well. Okay, I think is starting to now average out. We've got 50% buyers, 50% sellers. Fair enough, fair enough. Half of us will be millionaires. Half of us will most definitely be homeless today. So let's see. Hi Daniel, I've noticed you mentioned breather candle a lot. How exactly you identify them? How exactly do you identify the breather candles? Well, first of all, you need to have your top-down analysis aligned with these breather candles, right? So if you are, as an example, anticipating price to start selling off from some place, and you've seen a resistance being established, and then you sort of just are expecting a pullback rather than a pump. When you see a candle, let's say you're expecting a sell-off, right? You see a bullish candle, but you are also paying attention to the body of the candle. And if the wick to the top side is way bigger than the wick to the downside, and if the body of the candle is actually closing as a rejection candle rather than an engulfing candle, then that's a breather candle, right? Since again, you've got the confirmation to sell the markets being the resistance, you're aligning it with your top-down analysis. It means that you are looking for a sell-off, right? That's your bias. And now the breather candle essentially is just a candle which markets did a pullback within, right? That's all a breather candle is. It's an area, it's a range on the 30 minutes or the 15 minutes, it depends, right? Which breather candle you are talking about. It's just an area. That's all these candlesticks are. These are just ranges, right? Like 30-minute range. This is your range. This is what price has done within 30 minutes. That's all these candlesticks are, right? So breather candles are essentially just a way of looking at the markets from a perspective, So again, I'm looking at the markets. I'm looking to see, okay, cool. Within this half an hour, what has the price, done? Has price given me any sort of like sell signals? If I'm looking for a sell position, then if it has, then I'm just essentially looking for a break below the breather candle, essentially about 5 pips. And if I have a 5 pip breakout, then I just let my system play out. Selena is going against the world today. Oh, Selena's buying. Hey, hopefully no one's gonna full margin their positions today though. That would be crazy, man. What about you, Raj, bro? What are you doing today, man? Buys or sells?
Yo, we saying people? More likely sell, bro. More likely sell.
You're
But
selling
let's
the
see. I'm
markets?
waiting. I'm not gonna rush in. I'm not gonna rush in.
That's what we like to hear, bro. Are you gonna pop some bottles if markets
Yeah,
actually do so?
it's here, man. You're most welcome. I said, let me know, man.
He's gonna pop some bottles, guys, if the markets sell off. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. But yeah, you guys saw it, that crazy drop earlier with the NY Open. You basically just use the dodginess of the markets as one of your confluences, and that's actually insane. See, that's the thing, right? As a trader, you've got to have this perception of the markets. You've got to look at the markets from different angles, right? You can't just look at it from the basic point of view of like, your retail traders, which say like, oh, if it's a support candle, the next one breaks the high, start buying the markets. You have to start looking at it from a different perspective, because 90% actually lose. So if you can do opposite of what 90 to 95% do, that's where you will make money, because 95% lose. So if you start doing something that everyone does, then most likely you will lose money in the markets, right? It's very simple. So that's where we used this information here to our advantage, and this sell position played out so nicely, right? Again, it was just a paper trade on our end, but I think some of you guys actually did take it. So amazing, man. So look at this now. Remember, someone was asking me what breather candle would be. So now essentially, look, this is where we have a downtrend play in the markets, right? We're forming bearish structure. So essentially now, this being your 5-minute range, we're anticipating maybe markets to give us a pullback within this 5 minutes. So this is where now the price is showing me, okay, cool, markets have actually given me a pullback. So now in the next 5 minutes, I'm looking for some more information. If it starts to break the lows of this candle, then okay, fair enough, the pullback is done, and now markets are again ready to start selling off. That's all what a breather candle is, right? At the end of the day, don't put too much focus on the candles, because at the end of the day, candlesticks are just ranges, right? you are looking to see what price is doing within these ranges. So again, this range up here, right, on the massive bearish candle, that's where we were anticipating price to drop. It's done its job now, right? So now the next candle has again a new range. Job of this candle was to give us a pullback. Again, within this range, we anticipated price to give us a pullback. So that's where we call this candle here a breather candle, right? It starts to breathe, it will give you a pullback, it doesn't give you a drop. And now the next candle, we anticipate it to be a breakout candle again, right? So it needs to break below the lows of the breather candle. Does that make sense now? What breather candle is, what resistance candles are? These candlesticks are essentially just like ranges, right? So don't put too much focus on it. Okay, guys, we've got 1 more minute left, another minute left, and then we'll see if the markets are about to sell off or if the markets are about to pump. Again, we don't take any positions before news, because if the markets do go against you, you can get massive slippage. So as usual, we will stay out of the markets, you know. Let the markets give us our technical signals, and then we will align the technical signals with our fundamentals. And yeah, that's where the magic happens, right? Everyone knows the drill. Let's just give it a go once we have our confirmation. So markets are about to either go up or they're about to sell off. Again, one tip if I can give you guys, don't have any open positions, because if it goes against you, there is a potential of a huge loss occurring today. So make sure you protect your capital at all costs. Oh, oh my lord. I don't think anyone's popping any bottles today. Oh, damn. All the sellers got taken out today. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh, that's really crazy, man. Oh,
looks like Selena is a millionaire today.
Damn, Selena took a buy position today, man. Crazy. Hey, Raj has disappeared, guys. Raj has left the building. Oh, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Okay, guys, at this point now, we've got another 15 minutes left. So hopefully in the next 15 minutes or so, we can start looking for our positions now, right? Again, there was a major imbalance up here, right? Poor $1 million sellers. Yeah, they've lost $1 million today. That's crazy. So again, understand one thing, right? There was a major imbalance up here. So essentially what price has done now is they brought the price all the way back up, and the imbalance has been filled. What were the numbers? Negative, right? Oh, must have been, yes, negative, and as expected. So technically mixed numbers, right? You could say these are mixed numbers, right? Because this will be good for the currency, and this is obviously negative, which is bad for the currency. It will make gold pump up, and this will most likely make gold settle down a little bit, and then potentially you could see the sell-off playing out. So again, if the leg up is done now, let's start looking at it from the monthly perspective first of all, right? Again, it's a Freaky Friday. One thing we understand about the markets on Fridays is that they usually give you that one-sided play, right? It doesn't usually fluctuate between the, it doesn't usually fluctuate within the daily range. It just gives you a one-sided play. So this could be something we can most definitely capitalize on, especially with the new 4H that's just approaching in the next 29 minutes or so. So again, let's pay attention to the monthly. We have almost retested the 50% area on the previous monthly, right? So technically, we've sort of got a sustainable upper wick at this point, right? Everyone agrees that we have a sustainable upper wick. And so now we've got this range here within the current monthly. So let's also measure out the range that we have within this monthly open candle, right? So 1-3 being the 50% area on the previous monthly, right? And so this is where I want to pay attention to the range that we have on this monthly candle, because this 50% area is super important for us, guys, because if we start trading below the 50% area, there is a huge chance that markets are going to start selling off, at least down to your 1900 psychological level, right? And the minute we start to go past that psychological level, guys, this will turn into our Titanic. Best believe when I say this will turn into our Titanic. It will start sinking. So again, the major level for us will be that 50% level, being the 18.76, right? As long as price is above this, technically your monthly is super bullish, right? But this is where I want to mark this out, monthly 50% area. This is a major key level for us now. So if we can get some sort of a major confluence at this key level here, we've got such a nice clean range to the downside, because look, what they've done is they've also generated a lot of liquidity up here now. So if we actually go to the intraday range at this point, what we can start to do is we can start to align the daily 50% area with the monthly 50% area. And again, we understand the behavior of the markets, right? It usually gives you a one-sided play on Fridays. That's why we call it Freaky Fridays, right? It just starts to go in one direction. It doesn't give you any pullbacks. It does nothing. It just either sinks or it pumps, right? Either you will see gold turning into a rocket ship or a Titanic. So again, we are expecting something similar once again to this. So we've got the monthly 50% area now, and we are at this point looking for the 50% area on the daily range. Once we have the 50% area on the daily range, which aligns perfectly with the monthly 50%, you guys can again see it for yourself. This is our double confluence, and this is a HTF confluence, right? And so at this point, you've got double confluences here. Everything again technically is quite bearish. You haven't really seen the daily give you a violation of the previous daily highs either. It's just essentially giving you a retest at this point. So two things can take place, which are again within our playbook. Either we see a pullback, and once we have a pullback, they can again start spiking the price all the way back up, or it will start to become a retest and a clean breakout. So this being your daily 50% area, let's mark this out again. We've got double confluence here now. If we start to actually see some sort of a confirmation below this, right? So being your 69 key level. So looking at the 4H now, we've got pretty much everything here. We've got the double top scenario here most likely setting up. We've also got range that we can start looking for within this 4H. Again, remember I told you guys what candlesticks are. Candlesticks are only ranges, right? This is where price formed a high, and this is where price formed a low. That's all these candlesticks are. These candlesticks are basically just ranges, right? And us traders, we use these to basically look for those little clues in the markets, right, to see if markets want to go up or down. And one thing about our strategy is that we only trade within the daily range. So we've got a massive daily range at this point now, decent daily range. It's about 180 pips or so. And again, another thing I do want to mention, look at this 4H candle here. It's the Thursday 4H candle, and we've got some sort of imbalance down here, do we not? I could be incorrect, but I think we do have some sort of imbalance down there. Well, not really. No, I would not consider this an imbalance, but I think this here could be considered an imbalance because of the nature of the pump. Yeah, this most definitely, we will consider this an imbalance, and we haven't really retested this level yet, have we? So this is your 4H imbalance area. So most likely we could see a retest of this area, 4H imbalance. So again, I want to be very fluid in the markets, and I'm not looking for a downside play, or even a pump. I will let the markets come to me. Again, one thing about us, we never run after the price. We let the price come to us, right? And we will do the exact same thing today. Everything is established now. At the moment, do we have any opportunities? No, we do not have any opportunities in the markets, but what we can see is we've got this 4H range now. Essentially, we can start taking advantage of this range here on the 4H candle, but again, we need this candle here to start giving us a rejection. So the only way we can even anticipate a rejection is if it starts to go below the pullback level, because look, you need to understand how price action works. It moves in waves, right? So if price action moves in waves, it's got to form highs, it's got to come down, it's got to form a new high, right? But the minute it starts to now break below this area, and it actually starts to trade below this area, and when price is trading below this area, you start to see some sort of sustainable price action forming, and it's being sustained below this area. That's when you can expect this to turn into a rejection. Until then, it's a super bullish candle, and we really cannot trade against the bullish move, right? So again, if we can see price giving us some sort of sustainable confirmation below this, then you've got this key area here that you can potentially start to target, right? Which again, being the 4H range, that's all this is. This is just a range, right? Price is capable of coming down here. Price is also capable of going up here. That's a range. And we understand on the daily, price is capable of coming all the way down to the daily lows. And that's all trading is about. It's about establishing those ranges, and within those ranges, you're looking for these trades, right? So now, again, if we can get some sort of a decent confirmation forming below this area, I'm most definitely looking for a downside play again. we'll most likely start making it risk-free near this area, and the main target will essentially be this 4H imbalance. So again, everything is set now. We just need to wait for those confirmations, if we can get those confirmations on a demo, unfortunately. Oh, Selena, you took that on a demo. That's okay, no worries, no worries. So again, everyone understands what we are looking for. You've got your 4H 50% area just here as well, but you've got the intraday 50% just below this. So is it really worth it taking something? Well, you know what, it really depends how much how big the SO is. Let's say, right, if we've got about 27 pips below this, which we've got more than 20 pips below this, right, and let's say if the SO is only about 30 to 40 pips, then yes, this does make sense for you to even start selling the 50% area here, right? Otherwise, if the R2R is not there, then you need to wait for a confirmation below these key levels, and then that's when you can start anticipating that Friday move that we usually see in the markets. That's why we call it Freaky Friday, because it gives you that one-sided play in the markets, right? So again, everything is there now. It's all in front of our eyes as traders. All we need to do is just wait for our confirmations. As soon as they show up, let's execute without any hesitation. 21.06 being again a key level for us on the daily range, because it's our 4H 50% area. If we start to trade below this area here, then guess what, the 4H candle is starting to reject. But otherwise, this can also be a pullback area, right? So you've got now two things that you can most definitely trade, one being your pump, one, and then the other being your dump, obviously, right? Very simple, very, very simple. Just got to let it give you those confirmations now. As soon as the confirmations are here, we will take it. Guys, let us know in the chat, whoever is watching us. Happy Friday to everyone. Made the quickest £307. Nice, 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 nice. But oh, buy stop. You had a buy stop.
The buy stops.
Ooh, be careful with these buy stops, bro. Because you know, if let's say, right, a lot of the times what happens with these buy stops and these sell stops is they will activate your buy stop, and then they will start to hunt your sell stop, and then they will just destroy your trading account. So be very careful with these buy stops and sell stops, unless you have like a really massive trading account. Be very careful, bro. That's a dangerous game that you're playing, my friend. So look at this now. Technically, another thing that I can see at the moment is some sort of a correction is required, going based off the previous candle, but this is the nicest confirmation that anyone can see in the markets, right? So next candle technically just needs to give us that breakout, and it should be a Freaky Friday move to the downside. But let's say if we were to start looking for a sell-off now, technically, right, on this candle here, the SL will be really, really massive. So I think if we can technically wait for the next candle to give us a closure, then we can start to look for a sell-off with the new 4H, and then we can use the next 15 minute as a SL, because I am anticipating a drop. But once again, as I said, even though we are anticipating a drop, it needs to give us a decent SL, and there needs to be a decent range to the downside, right? At the moment, below the monthly 50% area and the daily 50% area, you've got such a nice range, right? I'm so interested in taking the sell positions, but until then, I've only got about 20 pips now within this range here, so it's really not a sensible position. But the minute we start to trade below this, guys, honestly, it's such a nice clean trade. You know, I really like it below the monthly 50% area. Looking to the left, do we have any sort of support levels here that we can start looking for a closure below? Or even on the 30 minutes, maybe we can look for something. Looking to the left, we do have these areas here which we are starting to approach, but to be honest with you, I don't want to pay attention to those areas, to be fair. I am most likely going to look for a sell position once we do see this 15-minute come to a closure. Again, need some sort of a closure below the key areas, and then a breakout below those key areas as well. So we do have this support area here on the 30 minutes, right? Well, look at this, right? It closed as a support candle, and then the next one technically just broke below the support candle. So we do have some sort of key levels here which we can start to use as our areas of interest, because anything that closes below this area of interest gives us a very decent confirmation, in my opinion, for us to start looking for those sell positions, right? Yeah, below this, I'm most definitely interested in those positions for sure. Look at this, even looking to the left. Again, same area being respected here, even looking to the left, right? So yeah, below this, let's give it a go. We just need a closure below this for sell positions. Sells below this, and we just need a closure. You've got the next 2 minutes left now. Again, the issue in the next 2 minutes is the SLs. Where can the SLs go? Where can the SLs go? That's the only issue that we have right now. It's the SLs, right? But again, if you want to have the whole, if you want to trade the whole intraday, let's say, right, you're looking for those intraday moves and you want to place those massive SLs, then yeah, it can play out. It can play out for sure. But if you want a decent SL, then I think you do sort of need to stay out of it just a little bit more. Maybe for another 15 minutes, just stay out of it, and then use that 4H as your SL, right? Because usually what happens, he got slipped 50 pips. Who got slipped to 50 pips? That's crazy, man. Who's got
Raja?
No way, he's got slippage.
Probably, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. That's why, guys, again, we do recommend that you stay off the markets before any big news event, because no matter how good of a trader you are, no one can anticipate which way news will go. It doesn't matter how good you are, you're not an inside trader. You have to keep it humble. So please be very careful. Don't take any trades before news. Always wait for the news to drop and then look for the numbers. Look, we can see the numbers here, right? So now as traders, we understand the fundamentals, what the fundamentals are, and all we need to do is align the fundamentals with the technicals. It's so simple, guys. So don't have any buy stops or sell stops. Okay, look at this resistance candle here now, right? The next candle starts to give us a break below this. I really am anticipating a sell-off, to be fair. I really am. But the only issue I have is the stop losses. Let's say we give this a go below this, and we see what the max pullback level is. Since it has no business going past it, it would be roughly about 60 pip SL, but you do have the range to the downside though. That's the best thing about it. You know what, we could give this a go, because again, the volatility is there in the markets and we can make it risk-free basically as soon as it starts to give you a retest of this. Okay, let's give this a go on the 5 pips below this. Let's give this a go. We can look for this, and we want to make it risk-free essentially, because it's again giving us a breakout below our key levels, and you want to make it risk-free as soon as you get like a 10 pip spike or so, right? So this will be your 10 pip spike area down here, which is again this support area here. So you want to make a risk-free ASAP if you do give this a go. ASAP, you want to make it risk-free. This is your TP1. TP1 is where you make it risk-free, because again, there is that possibility that they can give you some sort of a nasty pullback. So if you do give this a go, you want to make it risk-free at TP1, and it's a valid position. Okay. 5 pip break below this, it becomes valid, because now you're breaking below the monthly 50% area,
Bro,
daily 50% area. Yeah.
Can you show the stop loss, please?
Bro, up here.
Okay.
If 5 pips below this, it becomes a valid trade now, and we can anticipate the volatility to give us this clean dump, and then you want to make it risk-free as soon as this area here gets hit. Essentially, that's the plan on this position, because you want to experience minimum pullbacks on this, right? Minimum pullbacks. So the quickly you can make it risk-free, the better. So your TP1 area essentially being this support area here, that's where you want to make it risk-free, right? And this being your TP1. Because remember, with the fundamentals, we have mixed numbers now. So if they've given you the leg up, and we know usually Freaky Fridays are very kind of like volatile plays in the markets, right? So the minute we start to see a valid breakout below this, again 5 pips hopefully, we can kind of like capitalize on the volatility, and we can really start looking to make it risk-free, because now again you are getting a breakout below the monthly 50% area as well as the daily 50% area. What business does price have now breaking below this, unless it wants to start selling off? So again, look at the nearest key level being this support area. Because you're giving it plenty of room to breathe as well, you just want to make it risk-free as soon as possible, right? So I think this will be the smartest way of approaching the markets. If you were to take this, you're using the volatility to your advantage. You know, this will be the smartest position that you can take. The minute it gives you a spike down of essentially how many pips again? Use your own broker prices to enter the markets. If you do, as soon as it spikes down about 10, 14, about 14 pips, again, this support area is what we are targeting, right? To make our trade risk-free. And then again, everyone understands these Freaky Friday moves. The minute it starts to sell off, it's not going to stop for anyone. It's not going to give you any pullbacks. So the minute we start to see a break below this, I think it becomes a valid entry. Again, 5 pips below this, this will be your entry area. 5 pips below this becomes a valid entry. You know, you've got the nastiest rejection from the top side, which was again a spike up due to the fundamentals. Again, the numbers being super negative, but also same as forecasted numbers, which is good for the currency, right? And again, if it's good for the currency, gold will drop. If it's bad for the currency, gold will pump, since gold is a safe haven for investors, right? So let's see how this goes, guys. Let's see how this goes. Also, drop a like on the stream, guys, and you know, drop some W's in the chat if you want gold to drop. Let's see. This is setting up very nicely now. This is a trade we are looking for. Again, giving it plenty of room to breathe as well. If we are to take this, again, realistically talking, you can't use the highs of the previous 15 minute as a SL. It's just not possible. It's such a massive SL, right? So that's where we are going to use the highs of this candle here as a SL. Break of this, we are going to give this a go. And we're going to start looking for this position below this. 5 pips below this, it becomes a valid breakout. SOs will go above the highs of this candle. So now this candle again is retesting this resistance area. Because if you were to actually start using the highs of this candle as a SO, man, that's a 100+ pip candle. Do you really want to use this as your SO? That's insane. That's where you're using the volatility to your advantage, right? You know that it's a super volatile session. The minute it gives you an upper wick and it starts to drop, that's it. It has no business breaking above that area. So guys, again, the entry area is here. The entries have not been activated just yet. 5 pips below this, our entries will get activated. Okay. Everything is there. Everything's there. Is all in the equation now. We all understand what we are looking for. So apply risk management as soon as you start to retest this support area here. The minute we start to break past this area, it's a clean valid buy sell position. Until then, again, we don't have the confirmations that we need to start selling the markets, so stay out of the markets until then. And whatever the highs are with this candle will be our stop loss. Again, someone was asking me earlier what our breather candle is. So this is your classic breather candle. It's giving us a pullback, the pullback level being 1923. So we need this candle here to give us a pullback up to 1923 max, or even 1924. So if this candle now gives you a pullback up till 1924, and then from there it starts to reject, and then the next candle opens and breaks the lows, being the new 4H candle, it will turn into a breather candle, this candle here, and the next candle will turn into a breakout candle. So if we can see something like that forming, let's give it a go. That's the confirmation which we need. Until then, again, let it do its thing. Our trade is just not there at the moment, but everyone knows where the entry area is. Everyone knows the stop losses. Use your own brokers to enter the markets. Do not use TradingView to enter the markets, because if you do use the prices on the TradingView, you can get spiked up very easily. So go to your own brokers, mark out these areas, and when the trade entries are valid, take them. Until then, stay out of the markets. Nero, what's the like goal here on the stream today before you press the red button?
Bro, today the like goal needs to be like 60 people.
Okay, guys,
I don't accept less than 60 people today.
Guys, do you reckon we can get 60 likes today? It will be the you know the Friday special. 60 likes here. Let's get 60 likes in the markets today, and Nuno will press the red button. Everyone understand what happens when he presses the red button. He's in direct touch with, you know, the market makers. He touches the red button, the markets go crazy. So let's get 60 likes. There you go. There it is, the red button. Look at this. He's got the red button. The minute he presses it, the markets go crazy, you know. It goes straight to the TP. So again, you know, we are anticipating this to be a breather candle. So once we have a breather candle, we are anticipating a breakout candle, which could again could be with the new 4H, right? So usually we understand the behavior of the markets with the new 4H. What happens is it gives you a one-sided play. So if the next candle now opens and it starts to break the lows, we are again anticipating that Freaky Friday move and that one-sided play with the new 4H. It will be the perfect confirmation. A break below this area, we will be breaking past the monthly 50% area as well as the daily 50% area. We will have a decent stop loss here as well, which again will have to be a little bit bigger today, because, you know, stop losses are very relative. It depends on the range, but again, look at the range to the downside. You are anticipating the retest of the daily lows if this starts to play out, and you've got plenty and plenty of pips, positive R2R as well. But again, we just need to wait for this to set up. So this is where now we need to see this candle here starting to reject, since it has almost given us that retest of the 50% area, which is the max pullback area on this candle, right? So if this candle here starts to reject now and the next one breaks the lows, let's give this a go. Again, 5 pip breakout below this will make it a valid breakout. So your entries will approximately will be somewhere down here, right? Again, look at the prices on your brokers. Don't use the trading view to enter the markets, because you will get in a lot of trouble if you do, right? He got 50, but that's crazy, man. Someone got slippage earlier with NFP. That's why we don't trade any news events, guys. We wait for the news to drop and then we align the fundamentals with the technicals. That's why we have an insane win rate. I don't remember the last time we lost on the stream. Do you guys remember? I don't remember personally. But that's the thing though, because we keep ourselves humble, we understand, right? We're just retail traders. We are just retail traders. We are not the market makers, and we are definitely not inside traders. So when you're just an average retail trader, you need to understand the stats that 90 to 95% actually lose in the markets, right? So if 95% are losing and they are very active in the markets, you know, they're taking, you know, if you look at the samples, they're taking like 10 trades a day. You know, it's crazy. So if you can stick to that one clean setup every single day, and if you're consistent over long term, just taking one trade a day, and you know you're hitting your weekly targets, your monthly targets, your quarterly targets, that's all you need to do as a trader. Look at this now, it is starting to reject and is giving us a decent stop loss. Stops will go above this, 5 pips above this will be the stop losses, being 1923.49. That's the stop loss area for us. We just technically need this candle here to start rejecting. Now the pullback is done and we need the next candle to start breaking the lows, and let's take it downtown. Everyone understands the range we have. Again, apply risk management. The quickly you can make this risk-free, the better for your trading accounts, right? If it takes you out, let's say, then it is what it is. You're getting taken out at break even, but your job as a trader is to make it risk-free as soon as possible, right? Again, look at the areas to the left. This is where you can apply risk management, make it risk-free. And again, you need to be very sensible and you need to let your trades play out. Take some partials, but let your trades play out. If you know that price can drop all the way down to daily lows, why would you take your whole position out at this level? Unless that's what your trading plan says, then fair enough. Otherwise, let your trades play out if this does set up. But again, we're anticipating it to set up maybe in the next 4 minutes or so. Look at this candle here now, again closing as a breather candle as well, which is lovely. Even better, breather candle on the 30 minutes makes it even better, you know. So if the next candle starts to break below the lows here, it makes it 10 times better, since now we are getting a 30-minute breakout, making it 10 times better, since it's a better confirmation, right? That's what I struggle to do. As soon as I see profits, I close the trade. Well, you got to understand, right? That's a psychological issue that you need to work on. And at the end of the day, look, everyone has a trading plan. Well, you should have a trading plan, right? Because trading should be systematic. What you need to do is, if your plan says you need to let your trades play out until you hit the 1 to 2. Ooh, okay. Everyone. Ooh, okay. There it is. There it is. There it is. Look at the rejections. What did I tell you? It's going to start rejecting. We need to make it risk-free as soon as it spikes down to this level here. Oh, you guys saw that rejection, right? Look at that. Breather candle, rejection. Next one needs to break the lows. Oh, it's about to be super fun now. It's about to be super fun here. Damn, that was a crazy nasty rejection. Look at the 1 minute, just spiked all the way down. Insane, man. Insane. Again, use your own broker prices. I've said it many times, if you use this to enter the markets, you will get into trouble, because we use TradingView to just analyze the markets. We don't use TradingView prices to enter the markets. We use our own broker prices to enter the markets, right? If you use TradingView prices to enter the market, you will get in trouble. So be sensible here. Be sensible, my people. So we're anticipating a breakout below this. So, you know, essentially this is a 16 to 15 pip drop. Guys, make sure you make it risk-free. As soon as it gets, you know, start tapping this support area, just make it risk-free, man. Don't even kind of like have any risk running. Is more than essentially 10 pips. Yeah, start making it risk-free near this support area here, and let your trades run. If you need to let them run, let them run. You have the volatile factor here, right? The volatility is in your favor. You know, you had a massive pump with NFP. Now at this point, again, there is a major imbalance to the downside as well. If they start breaking below this, it turns it into a very high probability trade, and that's where you're letting your probabilities play out. If it goes against you, make sure that you have a very calculated position running here. You know, everyone in my team has our trading plan, right? It tells you how much risk you can take every single day. So if you have a trading plan, just let your trades play out. It's very simple, guys. It's very simple. But that rejection was so nice. I think someone was asking us earlier what a breather candle is. Do you guys now see what a breather candle is? It's basically just a range, and within this range, gold will give you a pullback, right? And as soon as the pullback is done, the next candle will also form a new range, which could be technically a breakout candle. So, you know, it's just different things. You know, we just give them different names, but at the end of the day, these are just ranges, right? And within these ranges, price will do certain things, and that's all candlesticks are basically, right? That's all candlesticks are. How many likes do we have, Nuno, today?
22 likes, 22 likes.
22 likes. We had almost 70 people watching. What's happening here? Oh, it's coming down now. Good luck if you guys do take it. Oh, it's coming downtown now. It's coming downtown now. Oh, it's coming downtown now. Good luck if you guys do take it. Oh, wait. 5 pips below. Everyone, 5 pips below. For you to enter, 5 pips below. Don't let it get to you. Oh, man, this is the volatility. This is the volatility. 5 pips below, you can enter. And again, everyone needs to make a risk-free near this support area. You're using the 4H momentum to your advantage, right? The 4H always gives you a one-sided play in the markets. So at this point, again, give it just a little bit to settle down. Below this, your 4H entries are becoming valid. It doesn't have an upper wick just yet. So understand that it can still give you a very impulsive drop and start rejecting. So if you guys can look for some profits, make sure you do take some profits down here. It's a high probability trade. Everything is there. If the entries get triggered, they get triggered, right? 5 pips below, looking for a breakout. So if we get triggered, we get triggered. There we go. Oh, let's go. Make it risk free. Oh, guys, make it risk free, make it risk free, make it risk free, make it risk free. Let the rest run. Let's go. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? Make it risk free, let the rest run. What did I tell you guys? 4H momentum, it will go past everything. It will turn into a Titanic. What did I tell you guys? Look at this drop. Oh, look at this drop. What did I tell you guys? 4H will open and give you a one-sided play. Freaky Friday. Let's go. We don't take losses over here. Oh, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Guys, drop a like on the stream. Crazy drop on gold. Let's go. What did I tell you guys? It's going to open and dump. Drop a like on the stream. Take your profits here, because now it doesn't have an upper wick. It can give you the nastiest of rejections. So take your profits here, and that's pretty much your TP1. It's going past the TP1 area. Oof. Let's go. Let's go. Drop some W's in the chat, guys. That's what you call a Freaky Friday play. Straight to the money, man. Straight to the money. Amazing, man. Amazing. Look at this. We literally crazy play. You see, I told you guys, I've been observing the behavior of the markets. The 4H opens and it gives you a one-sided play. At this point, this is your one-sided play with the 4H, and we also did align this with the Freaky Friday moves. Usually, you know, on Fridays, gold gives you that one-sided. Oh, look at this drop, guys. Oh, amazing, man. Amazing. Guys, we deserve at least 60 likes today. Look, we've done nothing but giving you 100% transparency, 100% win rate this whole week as well. It's been nothing but straight up winners, guys. So let's drop 60 likes here. You know, we're here to stay and we're here to take over, guys. You know, we're going to change everyone's, you know, perception of trading. We're going to bring some real trading into this. This is what we do for a living. Crazy drop on gold. What did I tell you? Oh, look at this drop, man. Look at this drop. Come on, guys. Let's go. Look at this drop. Let's go. What did I say? What did I say? Gold's going to go crazy today. What did I say? It's gonna start dropping as soon as the 4H opens. Let's go. Let's go. Zero drawdown, no pullback. That's what you call using the momentum to your advantage. Oof, look at this breakout, guys. Oof, 25 pips at this point. Look at this breakout, man. What did I tell you guys? Crazy play in the markets. Oh, let's go. Look at this drop. What did I tell you guys? It's gonna start sinking. Did I not tell you guys this was gonna happen? Let's go. Come on, let's go. Nuno hasn't even pressed the button yet. Today. Yeah, we've got another trade maybe left in the tank. Who knows? If we get 60 likes in the next 20 minutes, we'll take another trade here on the YouTube live stream. Wow. What did I tell you guys? It's gonna start sinking. What did I tell you guys? That's 30 pips there. Crazy play, man. Crazy play. Wow. Insane play in the markets, man. Wow. Crazy, man. Crazy play. Crazy stuff. Insane play, man. Insane play. Called it out here live. Earlier I called out the sell-off with the NY Open, and now this is the second position I've just called out now. Insane play, guys. Insane play. Wow. Bunch of W's in the chat. Crazy, man. Crazy play with the new 4H Open. I told you guys, it has so much momentum. If it starts to go past the breakout area, especially because you're getting a breakout below the M 50% as well as the daily 50%, it was a double confluence up here. I told you guys this will happen because the 4H is always a one-sided play in the markets anyway. So this is where you just use the momentum to your advantage, and that's the trade done. You've caught plenty of pips. That was a crazy breakout of around 28 pips, and it can still keep on dropping. It might even drop another 20 to, it might drop all the way down to the 4H imbalance area. It might not give you an upper wick. I did tell you guys, it can, if it breaks below, your entries are valid, take it. And look at this crazy play. Crazy sell position, man. Crazy sell position. 30 pips, and now you have potentially 70 pips to the downside. Look at the R2R on this trade as well. Insane. Minimum drawdown, zero pullback. How many likes do we have, guys? How many likes do we have? Insane, man. Insane. It doesn't get better than this, honestly. Does not get better than this. Give a like, guys, give a like. Crazy, man. Crazy. Freaky Friday. So guys, if you have any questions for us, go ahead and ask us. There you go. Danial once again in front of everyone on the YouTube live stream. 100% transparency. You know, not many people can do this, guys. There it is. Crazy play once again in the market. Insane play. Amazing, man. Just insane play once again in the markets. Wow. It just doesn't get better than this, does it, guys? It does not get better than this, honestly. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So again, there is that potential scenario where the 4H can give you a pullback, and you know, let's see. But at this point, because it's such a high momentum session, and you know they've got this major imbalance to the downside as well, if there is still enough momentum in the markets, they might just give you a clean drop for the rest of the day. Will it go down again? I don't know. If I get 60 likes, then I might have to, I might think about giving out another trade if I get, like, you know, 60 likes. But I don't think I have 60 likes, do I? I don't think so, guys. I don't think I have 60 likes. I need to get 60 likes for me to, you know, anticipate if it will go down, or if it will come back up, right? 40%, 50%. Oh, crazy playing the markets once again, man. Nice drop. Very nice drop. So at this point, there is that potential scenario for upwick forming, and yeah, let's see what they do in the markets next. Come on, guys, get a sharing. We need them 50 likes. Exactly. Yes, sir, we do. And again, guys, trust me, I'm telling you guys, it's all about timing now. We will be soon reaching the top here. But again, we need everyone's help here. You guys have seen it with your own eyes. We're all about transparency here. And, you know, it's been nothing but straight up winners, right, left, and center. You know, no massive drawdowns with us. You know, risk management given to you. Very precise entries given to you. Everything has been, you know, given to you guys, right? So make sure, drop a like, share the stream, help us get to the top, because we most definitely will try and, you know, change lives for better. That's for sure. Yeah, crazy drop with gold, man. Crazy drop once again. Crazy drop. Look at that. Another breather candle. Most likely, if they start to go past that breather candle, they're gonna start taking it downtown again. Because we know what the Freaky Friday plays are, man. They don't give you any pullbacks. They really don't give you any pullbacks. They don't give you any pullbacks. But only 10 likes. Come on, guys. Let's do, you know, 60 likes, and then we will analyze the markets again. It's just the start of the session. We've got the NYSE coming up as well. We've got so much coming up. Yeah, this trade here is done now. We got taken out a break even here after securing the profits. Very nice trade here. Very nice trade. We'll analyze the markets again, look for something more with NYSE, and yeah, lovely jubbly. How about everyone else in the private team? Thank you for today, guys. Going to start my shift now. Good luck. If you take anything else, just to let you know, I'm up 2% on second stage of funded challenge. Ooh, very nice, bro. Yeah, man, people are passing these funding challenges right, left, and center by copying our trades. It's insane. We've had 100% win rate. It's just insane. Like, it's crazy. Like, the thing is, right, because we understand the actual concepts of trading, and, you know, it's not just your basic retail strategies, right? Everything perfect to the T sort of thing. Two. How big is this range now? Let's measure this range out quickly. Let's measure this range out. 5. Let me just see if I can measure this range. Guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me in the chat. 1790. How much of a range do we have? Because they've got upper wick now, so I'm looking to see what we can potentially take next, because they do have an upper wick at this point as well. Again, let's say you've got the SOs up here, 2366. Yeah, very nice session. Very nice session. How many likes do we have on the stream now? Because I might be calling it a session here on the YouTube live stream. Just host the rest of the day for the private members at this point. Unless we have 60 likes. Do we have 60 likes? Because it is a weekend, guys. We've taken our trade, actually. I'll be calling it a session here now. Thank you guys so much for joining. Really appreciate everyone for tuning in. Once again, guys, join our Discord. You know, we've got a lot of gems dropping on our Discord. We are doing our active giveaway at the moment on Discord as well. You know, we will be giving away $100 to start with, and the giveaway will be announced. The winner will be announced on Monday, I think, on the YouTube live stream. So please, guys, again, join the Discord. Thank you guys again for joining. Really appreciate everyone. And next week we'll be back again. I think I'll probably host a session for the private members now. I want to chill and relax as well. You know, with YouTube I have to talk a lot. So I'll be back next week, guys. Appreciate you. Drop a like again and peace out. Have a lovely